You're listening to Listen to Local, and today I'm here with the wonderful Meanjin artist, Millie Atlas, who writes about growing up in your 20s and, yeah, all the stories and in the highs and lows in, yeah, growing up. Welcome to the show, of course.
Thanks. Thanks so much for having me. I'm very, very honored to be here.
And it's a pleasure to have you here too. Now, I do have to address the elephant in the room to start off with, as of course your new song, "LONERHEART," is for the introverts, but of course we're sitting here doing an interview with the small talk. So how comfortable are you feeling right now with that?
I know it is a bit funny. No, I'm weirdly comfortable when it comes to like people who are in the industry. Like I used to get really, really, yeah, anxious and kind of work myself up for it. But as time's gone on, I'm just like more like, oh my God, my people! It's my
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
You're my homies. It's fine.
Yeah. It's always about finding your own people, and yeah, I'm so glad to be able to speak to people like yourself that are also my people, of course. Yes,
Of course, introverts assemble.
yes. And speaking of that, you have, of course, kind of moved projects to this current Millie Atlas project. The main target audience, who would you say that would be?
Yeah, so I think I always am writing for, as selfishly as it sounds, myself.
Hmm,
But also like people in my own demographic. So I'm in my 20s.
yeah.
Like Sucks Getting Old was very much about going through adulthood. So it's kind of for everyone who's, yeah, kind of going through that. You're leaving home
Hmm,
up until I've got people who are in their 40s that come up to me at gigs and love it. And I'm like, pop off, queen. Love you.
yeah.
So yeah, honestly, anywhere from yeah, I'd say when you leave home, but also like I have a lot of 16-year-old girlies, love you,
Hmm,
who are just like diehards, and it's epic because I've been the 16-year-old diehard girly for Taylor Swift, so it's very
yes.
cool.
And there'll be someone we'll probably touch on later in this interview for sure. Um,
Okay.
with the moving out of home and all that, you did originally start in far north Queensland and have moved down to Brisbane more recently, Meanjin. How does the change of scenery either help or hinder your work?
It has impacted me drastically. So when I was back in my hometown of far north Queensland, it is very stereotypical small
Mm,
town minded. Everyone is in, you fit the mold that you don't, tall poppy syndrome is very, very strong there.
mm,
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of beautiful people there and a lot of great opportunities. It's where I found a lot of my confidence. And I had amazing vocal teachers, amazing mentors there who really assisted me. But in saying that, your career does get to a point where you're like, I've played to the same 200 people, and my fan base isn't growing, and I'm
mm,
not developing as a person as well.
mm.
So, my partner and I were both kind of at that point in our lives, and we were like, let's move. And see what kind of happens. We definitely did move for my career, which I'm very
Mm.
grateful for. And Brisbane has just honestly welcomed me with open arms. It has been the most wholesome community that I am finding my way through. As a solo artist as well, it's quite daunting going up to
Mm.
people and being like, hello, I have no one with me, but I would like to be friends with you because we do the same thing.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
it has been quite a anxiety inducing thing, but at the same time, it's really pushed me to make really strong connections. I went to my first Big Sound last year, and it
Ah, I
was
love that.
the best week of my life. It was
Yeah,
the best week. I went by myself.
yeah.
And I volunteered, I went to every gig, it was the best time. So
Mm.
I couldn't recommend enough if you come from a small town to just leave.
I mean that. I guess that's the advice that we're taking away from this interview. If you're from a small town, leave.
Hey, do it.
Yeah, yeah, of course, from that you obviously get your stories that you have adapted your writing style to be this diary writing um, concept as such. And how did it come about that this kind of idea, and why did you pursue writing in this way?
Honestly, like I really did get raised up on strong story writers
Mm,
like Missy Higgins, Joni Mitchell, Taylor. I
mm,
just like was constantly surrounded, Lennon Cohen even, like I've
mm.
been constantly surrounded by strong, resonating lyrics. So I think it just kind of naturally came to me in a way where I was like, okay, well, if I like I journal every single day. This is my
Okay.
life. So like if I'm doing that anyway,
Yeah.
might as well like put my creative kind of salt into it. Um, and like it's just become a real, oh, how do I describe it? It's really like you're a little fly in my brain that's just like sitting there and it's like, ooh, this is interesting. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but
Yeah.
that's it's definitely come quite naturally in that regard. Like I never force songwriting. Like
Mm,
I think that's quite a it doesn't do well for me anyway. Whenever I've sat down and gone, I need to write something, I've never
mm.
come out with anything like where I've gone, oh, that's actually quite good. I've gone, that's gross.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely come with me throughout my life, that whole
Mm,
kind of like chapter like story writing,
yep.
which yeah, I like.
Yeah. And we appreciate being the flies in your brain, I guess. That's
I know it's a
an
weird
interesting
analogy,
quote.
but like you can kind of like picture it, can't you? You can flip.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And of course, that's where things like LONERHEART comes from. Is it in the moment that you thought of this concept, or was it reflection on the idea?
So weirdly enough, I came about like I wrote the first verse in 2022.
Mm.
And then I never touched it again. So I have a really bad tendency to do that where I'll something will come to me and be like "Brrr," and then I'll just chuck it away and I'll find it a few years later, like I did. Like I literally found it 2 years later when I was writing with Tom and I was like, oh, do you like this idea? And he was like, this is cool. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. So it came from, yeah, definitely like reflecting on parties I had gone to as a teenager. I hate house parties. I
Mm.
hate them. I like that they have their place. I know you need to have them, but as a 16-year-old kid who only was drinking to fit in and to be a part of the cool kids club and
Mm.
get my first kiss and, just adjust to life as a teenager, I kind of was like, you know what, I need to voice my feelings because it
Yeah.
can't just be me. Like it felt isolating at the time, but I was like, there's no way that I was the only teenager going through this.
Mm.
And like it's still prevalent now.
Yeah.
And I'm 24. So I'm like, stuff's not changing. I'm feeling the same way.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely came from a point of reflecting, and yeah, just really wanting to be vulnerable in that situation because like back then I was a kid and you do just want to fit in. You do
Mm.
anything to survive high school.
Yeah.
And when it gets to a social party, you're like, oh my God, if everyone's drinking beer, I must drink beer.
Yeah.
And beer's gross. Ew. Hand me a
Yes.
cup. Beer is so gross. And especially as a 16-year-old girl who's just going to throw it up the next
Yeah,
day anyway.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Ed, I love that it's kind of like a time capsule of that time, but also it's still been adapted to be relatable now as well. I think that's
Yeah.
just a great moment for the audience to be able to apply their own thoughts to as well. Your work has been very much a self-designed way as an independent artist, which built your brand around. But how hard do you typically find it to sell yourself to others?
Oh, it's so hard.
This is
It is so hard. I under a previous project before Millie came around, I definitely had built up a team. So I was quite used to outsourcing everything. I wasn't very hands-on with a lot of things. But now being an independent artist, oh my God, you have to wear so many hats. Like you are
Yeah,
a content creator, you are
yeah,
producing, you are press, you are publicist, you're literally everything at
mm,
all times. And I think that that can be quite daunting initially, but I am slowly trying to take every day as it comes because I realize very quickly that the more you try to do at the same time, the less productive you actually are, and your mental health is very important.
yes. A very important message for sure. Yeah.
Yes, please
Um,
take care of yourselves.
yeah. And your debut single, Sucks Getting Old, came out earlier this year, of course. Now we've had a reflection of it for like half a year or so. But like, so what's your biggest lesson from that release cycle that you are repeating or have changed with this release cycle of Lonerheart?
Um, I was really scared releasing Sucks Getting Old, being my debut. I was kind of like, I have no idea how this is going to be received. I know how I receive it, but like the general public as well with
Mm,
a totally new fan base. So there's definitely been a lot of learning moments from that release, especially because I am independent. So
mm,
I'm chasing up emails. I'm trying to get heard, trying to put my name on platforms saying I'm here. Like
yeah,
I'm not a one hit wonder, I promise.
of course.
Um, and yeah, there was definitely a lot of learning moments just in even just admin, honestly. Like the admin never stops on this end,
Mm,
and just kind of learning what worked best for that release and then adjusting it for Loner Heart. But also, I really enjoyed the like social media aspect of Loner Heart. Like I'm
mm,
really connecting with a lot more people with that, and I kind of I'm not gonna lie, I was didn't expect the response I'm getting from Loner Heart that
mm.
I am getting. I actually thought it was going to be a bit of a flop, um, which is a bit scary.
Yeah.
But I have connected with a lot of people, which is the best thing ever. I love talking to people
Mm.
when like we can relate over being socially awkward. Like that's the best thing ever.
No, absolutely. And I mean, it's obviously far from a flop at the moment for sure. So, like,
Oh,
uh,
it's so exciting. I
yeah,
get so excited every morning. I'm just like, oh my God, my
yeah.
song, yay!
So that's yeah. It's obviously just congratulations to you, and yeah, I mean,
Thanks.
congratulations on also um, charting quite high on the independent uh, billboard. That's that.
Oh, the USA
It,
ones. Yeah, I
yeah,
know. Isn't
yeah,
it so
yeah,
cool? I know.
yeah, yeah.
It was like super random. Like sorry to I go on quick tangent.
No, it's
Um
all good. Yeah,
there was like I literally just uploaded Socks Getting Old
mm,
randomly. Totally forgot about it because you never really expect
yeah.
things to be chosen. And it's been there since March and I'm
Mm.
like, bro, what? Like
Yeah.
I'm a little girl from Cairns. Like, no, this is like I have like on the back end of Spotify, you can like see all the data and like where
Yeah.
everyone's from that's listening. And USA is my top listener. And I'm
Oh,
like,
what?
what do you mean someone in Utah is listening to my music? Like what?
What? What? How
It's
is this possible?
honestly, it's real weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally so weird. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, it's a real pinch me moment. We are number three at the moment, which is so exciting. Whether we get to number one or not, it's just like a massive achievement for me. I'm just like, someone out there is listening to my music once a day. I've won. I'm winning.
Yes. Yes. And although if you are listening and have not given a thumbs up, I mean, even the
Oh
screen
my God,
apparently
that's so
it's
cute. That's so cute. I love that.
that was not intentional, and I don't know how that happened. I assume it's just the thumbs up, um, or not.
Oh,
So
oh,
what? What?
that's so random. I love that though. Oh,
Okay.
now you have sparkles.
Yeah, that's a first for this program. That's an interesting way to discover that, but yeah, I guess that's the power of your music.
So, love it.
But yeah, moving on from that distraction for a second. You listed inspirations from, Australian legends like Missy Higgins, all the way up to international heroes like Maisie Peters, Taylor Swift. But what artists would be the artists you'd most love to meet and have writing sessions alongside?
Oh, I think there's two different ones. Meet
Mm.
verse writing.
Yeah,
Meet, I say meet your heroes, so meet
mm,
Taylor
of course.
because I've I went her first concert of mine. Oh, sorry, my first concert was hers,
Mm.
and it was a Speak Now tour. So I was like 8, and it was at
Oh,
the Rod Laver Arena. Like it was tiny,
yeah,
and that was just epic. Writing. Probably Maisie because we do have a similar writing style, I'd
yeah,
like to think, in regards to
mm,
that like tongue in cheek, like we're just cheeky.
yeah, yeah, of course.
I honestly like I do love writing a good little like a little jab. It's just
Yeah,
fun. It's so
yeah,
fun to write when you get to be cheeky. And I feel like that's where my personality really does shine. So yeah,
mm,
probably maybe. And I feel like we just would like bond over witchiness anyway, which is great.
yes, yes. We
So
love the cheeky songwriting and yeah.
thanks.
Obviously, did mention that you listen to a lot of music and you're an active participant on the Triple J on Earth platform for reviewing and sharing music. So I think you're a perfect person to ask, where I kind of I like to say borrow from Charlie in the Rain when I say, what are your local listens right now? One from
Also, shout
Homer.
out, we love you, Charlie.
Of
Charlie is my
course, we love
Charlie is
Charlie.
the absolute idol. We absolutely love her. She's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
She's so cool.
yeah.
No, I have so many. I've been really like, especially after Sucks getting old, like going into listening a lot of local music. I was actually really inspired by Charlie. She was like, I don't listen to many international acts, and I was like, girl, I can do that. That's so good. So honestly, my top artist for June was Bella Amore.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am obsessed with her. She is
yeah,
so cool. Like I
yeah,
want to be Bella Amore when I grow up.
yeah,
Um, so Bella, I've been listening to a lot of Alexia. Obviously, her tour's
mm,
coming up, and I'm going to that. I'm so excited.
yeah.
Um, Oh, I listen to a lot of Holly Humberstone. She's not
Mm.
local though. Uh, she's so not local.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, there's so many Space and Ages, Archers, Juno. Oh, there's so many. I've literally gone blank. I should have prepped for this. This is so sad. There's so many. There's so
Yeah,
so many. Niche.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm so stressed. That was a lot though. Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So then I know that I've done like a solid job.
Yeah, well, you've definitely done a solid job here, seeing as I only was listed to have like, one from Put Your Home, one from Rest of Australia. That's I normally ask, but like,
Oh, no, sorry.
and
I know I get so
no, no,
excited.
no, no, it's
I
great.
love
Yeah,
indie artist scene. Like it
yeah,
is so cool. We're doing
yeah,
so
yeah.
much good stuff.
No, absolutely. Yeah. It's understandable to be so excited about it, and yeah, I mean, Bella Moore at the moment, having made the list of the voting shortlist for the hottest 100 of all time. Crazy.
I know.
Yeah,
Epic.
yeah.
Epic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so gutted I'm gonna miss her tour. I'm gonna be in the
Yeah.
UK when she tours, and I'm like,
Ooh.
oh, I'm so upset. I go away for August for a wedding and I miss so many tours that are happening
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah. It's always a real pain when you miss tours that you definitely
oh,
want to
it's
see.
so
Yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah.
It is so upsetting. And like when I'm there, I also like there's some acts that then come to the UK, but once
Yeah.
I'm back home, I'm like,
Yes.
no, I don't like music. Give
Yeah.
it to me.
Yes.
I'm actually really
Just
sad about it.
inject it into the veins. That's the
I need,
only way.
I need,
And
I need.
and of course I'm from no, I'm from Melbourne. But so of course I have to ask, as someone from here that would be very keen to see you perform, do you foresee touring further south in the near future? And in general, what are the main barriers in doing so as an independent?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the latter question. First thing is money. Everything
Yeah,
is so expensive, and
yeah,
cost of living crisis is hitting so hard right now.
yeah,
Um, but I go to Melbourne quite a lot. So
yeah,
I have a lot of family in Melbourne. So I it's on the vision board. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying. I have
Well, on the
no idea
vision
what
board.
I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I would love to plan,
Mm.
but I don't know how to do it. So look, I'm so honest. I'm so brutally honest. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, real
I
to be
don't know
honest,
what
because like it in 2025, does anyone really know what they're doing at this
No.
point? No.
No, and like the team is me and my boyfriend, and my
Yeah.
boyfriend is a chef. So like
Mm.
he can cook for y'all, but like we can't organize stuff. So
Yeah.
no, it is honestly it would be such a dream to do a tour. I would
Yeah.
like be like
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm with my besties. Like I just want to hold hands with everybody and be like, hello. It's so cute. So no, I would definitely love to. But when I come to Melbourne, I'm hoping to also like do some networking. So
Mm,
I will hit you up when I'm in Melbourne.
for sure. I'd be very much up for that. And like, anyone listening? Anyone?
Oh, oh.
But of course, to network, you of course need to plug your socials and all that. So where would, if someone was to be wanting to network, wanting to listen to your work, where would they go to see that?
So all my stuff, and I say all, the two tracks,
Oh.
all of it. There's so much of it. Like you will get so bored. Um, it is all available on every single streaming platform. I've
Yep.
also made a band camp recently, so you
We love
can support
Bandcamp.
me. You can give me some money for my songs.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, it's I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on all the things. Come say hi. Love you to be there. We like our little community. She's so cute. And honestly, it's just a vibe. It's such a vibe. Like it is such a safe space to be yourself. And be an introvert because like there's a lot of us out there and we don't like to talk to people, but you can talk to us.
Yes. Safe space for introverts and a whole back catalogue of a couple of songs at the moment. But that will
But
of
there's
course
more
grow.
coming. There's more
More
coming.
coming.
There's always more
More
cooking in the pot.
yeah. You, your boyfriend may be the chef, but really, who's the one cooking?
I mean, you asked. Your words, not
Yeah.
mine.
But anyway, ultimately, thank you for being on the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure to have a chat, and I wish the best of luck to you in the near future and the long-term future as well. I don't know why I specified near.
Oh my God, no, it's like actually only for the next 2 months. The
Yeah,
rest,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I only wish well for the near future where this interview is relevant, and otherwise, no.
totally fair. No, honestly, respect. I get it. I get it. You don't know what I might release next. You might hate it.
No, I'm sure I'll love it. That's for sure.
If you do hate it, I always tell this to people. I'm like, if you do hate it, please don't tell me. I've stressed enough. Like, you're okay to hate it. Just don't tell me about it.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. If you don't like a release, just keep it to yourself.
It's fine. You can not like it, but I don't want to hear it. It's so expensive. Oh my God, the likes are back. Oh my God, no. Wait, can it go down?
Apparently not.
Rude.
Honestly. to
That's
Zoom.
gonna be the thumbnail for this thing. It's just gonna be like,
Yes. This is what we're going with. This is just. Oh, I thought we almost had something there.
oh, we've
Hey,
got rain.
what?
We've got rain. This is so random. I love it.
Yeah, this interview has been very unhinged, but honestly, very much on brand. So I
Yay.
appreciate the time to have a chat and have you on this show. So thank you so
No, thanks
much.
so much for having me. I love doing this stuff. This is my thing. I love
Yeah,
just having a little yarn. It feels like
yeah,
friends. Like I'm
yeah,
like we're friends now.
yeah. We're very much friends.
We're friends. We're not
Yeah,
work colleagues. Ew,
no,
that's gross. No,
no,
we're friends.
yes, of course.